This is the story of the super force of space explorers, specially trained and sent by the Alliance to bring back Voltron, defender of the universe.
Hello, Bots and Books fans, this is Scorp1701, and welcome to Part 5 of our 6-part miniseries featuring the Playmates Legendary Lion series. And Playmates has decided to reissue their lions in honor of the 40th anniversary of Voltron, Defender of the Universe. Da, da, da. And all week we have been going through each of the legendary lions. We started with the red, moved to the green, took a look at the blue, yesterday we did yellow, and today we come to the final lion of the group, the legendary Black Lion. And this is going to be so cool. So let's get started by taking a look at this very huge box. Now the other lions have come in a smaller blister card packaging, but the Black Lion is so big that it has to come in this massive box. So, taking a look at the massive box, at the top you have Ages 4 Plus Voltron, 40th anniversary logo, Voltron with his sword. You have 60 plus phrases and sound effects. You have the try me button, but we'll get into that later. You have the awesome Black Lion sitting right here. You have classic legendary Black Lion. You have the schematic of Voltron showing you where the Black Lion fits into the body, which is basically the whole upper torso and upper legs. That is cool. On the very bottom right of the packaging you have Playmates, so that is really neat. Let's zoom back out a little bit, and on the right side of the box we have Voltron. We have 60 plus phrases and sound effects again. A nice picture of Voltron there. Classic legendary Black Lion. Coming around to the other side of the box, we have Voltron. We have the schematic with all of the lions in their Voltron form. You have classic legendary Black Lion. And on the top of the box, we have Voltron. And Voltron looking all cool again. And coming down to the bottom of the box, we have Voltron. Collect all 5 lions to form classic Voltron. We have seen all but the Black Lion there. You have some credits for the box, a barcode, Playmates, and that is pretty much it for the bottom of the box. And finally, coming around to the back of the box, we do have some awesome product shots. And we have Voltron, classic legendary Black Lion. You have the intro of the show, that is pretty cool. The schematic of Voltron. You have 60 phrases and sound effects. You have connect lions to form classic Voltron, Playmates. And over to the left, you have a brief read-up of the pilot of Voltron in its Keith. And Keith was a great pilot, I suppose. He did kind of remind me of the guy from Transor Z, so I don't know. Maybe he quit Voltron and went to work for the Transor Z program, or maybe vice versa. But in any event, it was really cool. And that is going to be the Black Lion in the packaging. And I don't want to see the Black Lion in the packaging, and I know you guys don't. So let's get him out and let this kitty... And here we have the Black Lion out of the box. And out of the box, he stands approximately 6 inches tall, and he is approximately 11¼ inches wide. And that is just an estimate because that can change depending on how you position his legs. Also in the box, he comes with this nice set of instructions that will help you transform him from a lion into the torso of Voltron. And it explains a little bit about how to change his batteries, so that is pretty neat. The Black Lion does not come with any attachable accessories, but the accessories that he has are built into his body, and we'll go through all of that as we take a look at this King Lion himself. And coming in real close on the Black Lion's head, I love this head mold and sculpt. I love the colors they used on it. It just looks great. Starting at the top of the head, you do have this white line that goes down into this red section. That is so cool. You have gold plastic for the ears. The main part of the face of the lion is black, coming down to some beautiful golden eyes. The nose is black on the sides, but down the top there is a white stripe, and that is nice. The mouth is completely white. You can open it up and see some nice white teeth. Don't want to go too far because, well, there's a surprise in there. On the side of the head, you got some nice silver, and there's a little bit of red detail now in the side of the ears. That is cool. Coming to the main body, let's zoom out, and the main body is going to be black. The shoulders stick up right here. You have some nice red buttons or plates on the top, as it were. A little bit of gold for the connection port. That is nice. The upper leg is going to be black, and then the lower legs of the lion is just going to be gray. Coming to the back of the lion, you do have a on and off switch covered with yellow paint, and that is neat. You have the wing section of the black lion folded up here. You have the white section, which will be the underside, and you can actually unfold these and you can see the wing entirely, but it's going to be mostly red, and then you got the white sections here, but we'll get into that in articulation. The side of the body is silver, and then you come to the back portion, and then you have the black part of the butt and the yellow tail sticking out there. The back legs are gray. You do have a little bit more gold to match the connection port in the front leg, and the entirety of the back leg is gray, so that is pretty neat. On the bottom of the lion, you get basically Voltron's chest, so that's obviously going to be the belt and the chest piece, which we'll get to in tomorrow's video. But right now, that is going to be what your Black Lion looks like. And when it comes to combiners, which is what Voltron is, there's always going to be one that kind of suffers just to make everything work. And if you really look at the Black Lion's lion mode, it's really not that great. I mean, it's okay, and you got the essential parts. You can see that he is kind of a lion. He's got his tail and his head, but it's basically just a big blocky mess of a robot on its hands and knees. Anyway, that is what your Black Lion is going to look like. Moving on. And for the Black Lion's articulation, the head can look down a long way. It can look up a little bit. It can wiggle and waggle left and right. And due to the neck swivel, it can go around 360 degrees, so that is pretty cool. There is a lot of good movement in this head. Coming down to the mouth does open and close, but it is not on a spring like the previous lions. This mouth is designed to stay open for obvious reasons. Moving to the front legs, the front leg can go forward a little bit, not too much, but when it comes to going backwards, it can go back all the way to it's facing straight up, or where it's bent straight up, so that is pretty neat. Coming back around, the gray section down here is articulated like as the knee, and it can go forward to about 90 degrees, and it can go back to about 90 degrees, and the foot is articulated, and it can go down and back to about 90 degrees, but not exactly, and forward to 90 degrees. So not a lot of articulation there, but that's okay. The center of the body is a solid piece. There is no articulation there. The back leg can move forward to that point, and it can come back, almost coming to the straight up position, but not exactly, because this part gets in the way. It is bisected. There is like a boot cut type thing here, which I guess would be Voltron's official knee, and that can not go 360 degrees, but just a few clicks left and right, so that's okay. Coming down to the actual lion's knees, they can go back a little bit because they are on a double hinge type thing here, and it can go forward, and then you have the foot rotation, which can go back and then forward, and then the toe rotation, I guess you could call, because technically this whole thing is the foot, but the toe rotation can go forward and back to that degree. So that is a little bit strange articulation with this back leg, and you have to really put it in a strange position to get them somewhat in a normal looking stance. The tail is articulate. It goes up and down, so you can do that. And finally, coming to the back, the wing section are pretty neat. As you can see here, they're folded up, but you can unfold them once to give it a full length of the back, which is cool. But open this up to the sides and twist it around, and you can actually fold the wings to whatever you would like. That will give the lion some wings, and I think that's pretty neat. If you want to have the wings out, so you know he could be flying around, so that is awesome. I like that. And you could fold them at an upward angle like that if you're so inclined. So there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with these wings when you get them out and moved around. So that is pretty cool. All right. And that is basically gonna be the Black Lion's articulation. Moving on. Now, normally this is the part where we go over accessories, but because the Black Lion didn't come with accessories, we'll have to go with his gimmick. And we saw the wings, which is really cool, but his sound box has over 60 plus sounds on it from the show, to include voice clips and sound effects, which I think is really neat. So to activate that, you would basically go to the top of the line like we saw in the original description. You have the off and on switch surrounded by a yellow box here, and you will flip this to the left, which will turn on the lion. And over here on the right side, you have the activation button. And whenever you hit that button, it will make a particular sound or play a clip. That's some laser blasts.
The galaxy is about to be secure. Form Voltron!
Yay! Form Voltron!
Form Voltron!
Yeah, we just said that.
They'll soon be defeated by Voltron, defender of the universe!
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, a little bit of growly.
Activate laser blades!
Laser blades! Hey! Oh, more laser blades.
We will defend this planet!
Good, we need to defend the planet. More laser zaps.
Lotor, your evil forces will never defeat us!
Alright. Some more, sounds like some ricochets.
Hagar's Robeast is about to have a bad day!
Mm-hmm. And some more roaring. So there is a lot more to this, and I think there's even more specific sounds when you form Voltron, because once you insert one of the limbs, it actually makes sounds, but we'll find that out tomorrow. And that's pretty much gonna be it for the accessories for the Black Lion. He's got his built-in voice box, and he has his wings, which is cool in my opinion. Alright, moving on. And for comparison, here you have the Black Lion with the Studio Series Grimlock and Sludge. Now, Grimlock does come up a little taller than the Black Lion, but he's not really gonna be much in comparison when it comes to the length of the Black Lion, I mean, it's really not going to be much of a match. I think Grimlock would have a better chance than Sludge, because Sludge is really small and the Black Lion would just stomp on him, knock his head over. Yeah, the Black Lion is obviously going to be the biggest one, and so, I don't know. This is not really a good comparison, especially when we talk about tomorrow about the real scale of Transformers versus Voltron. But that's a comparison. Moving on. And because we've been doing it all week here, Black Lion is with the Masters of the Universe Origins Battle Cat and Panther. And, well, that's still not a bad scale if you're talking about a robot lion with these mounts. So whereas the width of the lion is a little wider than it should be comparatively, I think it might work better with the Motu characters than the Transformers. But that's just my opinion, and you may have a different one, and whatever you want to use your Black Lion to scale with is gonna be your choice. Alright, moving on. And here, ladies and gentlemen, for our last comparison is all 5 lions together. And this looks awesome. You have the red, the blue, the black, the yellow, and the green. Now, they do not have their accessories on them because it wouldn't all fit in the display, but tomorrow we'll take a look at all of that together with their accessories and we'll deck them all out. But right now, this is a great shot of all 5 lions. We have worked so hard this week to get here, and here it is. Take a moment, enjoy this view. They look super. All right, moving on. And this has been the Playmates Classic Legendary Black Lion, the final lion in our Voltron collection. And he was massive. Whew, it took us all week to get here, and now the Black Lion did not disappoint. So first off, he's big, and there's really no getting around that. He's gonna have to be big because he's gonna be the torso of Voltron. The Black Lion doesn't exactly look like a good lion proportion-wise because, again, he has to do a few things to get the main robot looking right. But I think if you adjust the legs this way and that way, it's gonna be passable. The colors on this line are superb. You got a lot of great silver. You got some gold that you don't see on any of the other lions. And it should be that way because this is the leader, so he's gonna be a little different than the others. Of course, they were all different. And the articulation for what it was good. You got a lot of different bends and twists than you have on the regular lions. And again, that's all to make Voltron work. I love the wings. That was a very cool feature. The sound system is really cool. You can get all these sounds, and I think there's going to be more sounds to come. When we combine Voltron, I think he has his own special sound set for that. And when we attach the limbs, I think that will be fun to listen to. Now, for all of you who are curious, no, I did not forget about the conversion of the Black Lion to his Voltron mode when we were doing articulation. I decided to save that for tomorrow's video. And with that being said, that's going to wrap up the Black Lion. If you're looking for the Black Lion, you can find him on the shelves right now, and he will go for $30. That's $10 more than the regular lions, but look, he's huge, he comes with electronics, and he has these awesome wings. That's worth the $10 right there, I think. But anyway, if you're looking, happy hunting. And that's part 5. And I want to thank you for watching all week. If you've been catching every single one of our videos, it's been a long week and I've had to really move and get these videos out. And I really hope you've enjoyed them as much as I've enjoyed making them. Now, come back tomorrow as we put this all together and form Voltron, the defender of the universe. Ha ha ha. All right, guys, that's it. Have a great night. And until next time, keep playing.